If you clicked on this video, there's a good chance that you're looking at maybe going to go to school by the beach, or perhaps you're just someone who's curious about what it's like to go to school by the beach, or maybe you're someone who actually lives and does schooling by the beach. Well, this is the video for you in that case. So I've got a little presentation for you that I would love for you to see. Here is what it's like going to school by the beach, by me, at a school that I will not name. So first things first, I just wanted to let you know that by the beach, it's probably pretty cool compared to where you are. Especially if you're from, like where I'm from, in the middle of California, where it's hotter than Satan's you-know-what's up there right now. And over here, it is not that hot. And so it is cool in the temperature sense, but it is also cool because the beach is cool. Okay. It is also hot. And it's hot in the sense of like, yeah, like the people around you are dressed for the beach, and that's pretty hot. But it's also hot in the sense, like people who live by the beach forgot that air conditioning exists. And so whenever it gets warm, it is continuously warm everywhere. There is no escape. Because people by the beach forgot that global warming is a thing. And so when they were building their places, they forgot that, oh, people are going to want to actually cool down where they are. So it's currently 89 degrees in my room, even though it could be cooler, because you don't know what it's like. It also fluctuates quite frequently during the day between temperatures where you should be wearing a lot of clothes and temperatures where you should be wearing very few clothes. So be prepared to have in your car trunk both your winter jacket or something warm and your Kanye swim shorts, just in case it gets so hot you literally cannot bear wearing pants any longer. The other great thing about going to school by the beach is you get to go to the beach a lot because you're right next to it. Yeah, just kidding. You don't actually get to go to the beach a lot. You're going to school. School session only takes place in the winter months of the year. Fall, winter, spring. Those are not beach months. It's just cold here when you're going to school. So you might be wondering then, what's it like when you're on spring break or whatever, when people are out? Isn't it at least really fun then when you kind of have the chance to hang out and just like meet other people? No. During break in beach towns, most people evacuate home for their families because, as they figured out, there's not a whole lot to do in beach towns if you're someone who is a resident. So most people leave as fast as they possibly can, leaving you effectively alone if you have off-campus housing and you choose not to go home. Now, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about off-campus housing prices. If you're someone who does not like the look of this image as potential roommates, your housing prices are going to be very expensive because housing in beach communities is very hard to come by. And also, housing in the school is also very hard to come by. And in my particular case, they wouldn't even tell me if I was going to get off-campus housing or not, even though I applied. They just said, just wait. But by the time that I would have finished waiting, the school year would have started and I would have not had time to get a house. So I basically had to say, I'm not going to get housing, and I had to get housing on my own. I almost would have lived in a hotel if I didn't get lucky finding my housing. Let's go to the guilt. The one thing that they don't tell you about living and going to school by the beach is that feeling of looking out the window at all the other people having fun while you're sitting in your room with the one window, staring out that one small window, working on a programming assignment that you've been working on 6 hours a day for the last week. Now, I'm not saying that being by the beach makes that programming assignment harder, but what I am saying is that being by the beach makes that programming assignment a lot less enticing to finish when you're just looking outside wishing, man, I could just go to the beach and be having a great time right now, but instead I'm stuck in my room, on my computer, listening to sad songs about being somewhere better. Now, that's not to say that there aren't a lot of great things about going to school by the beach. It's just to say that they're not as interesting. And I think going to school by the beach, while it is cool and it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, it is a little bit of false advertising unless you really put yourself out there and get off-campus housing and choose a major where you're not going to be spending all of your time in your room. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this public service announcement. Classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And don't forget to subscribe and all that other stuff. Thank you so much.